What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode. What I'm doing today is I'm putting a bypass fitting in my gas tank for my Holley bypass regulator. Now, for those of you who don't know what that is, it's just a fitting that goes in the top of your gas tank. It's what that looks like. It's from Holley. You go on I went on Holley's website and ordered it. You don't have to go on Holley. You can get it from other places. But I went on Holley's website. Now, this just drops down in the tank. What this does is there's a fitting that goes on the end of this, and it allows your bypass regulator from your engine to route fuel back to your gas tank. Bypass regulator. So the fuel that doesn't go through your regulator and into your carb or EFI or fuel injection, it just goes right back to your gas tank. For those of you who don't know what that is, this tube is to drop the gasoline down to the bottom of the tank instead of just letting it splash down right in the top of the tank, creating air bubbles. So, but here's what that looks like. So I got the gas tank dropped and took a step a bit and put a hole in the tank using my trusty dusty old carpet that I just replaced, but put a hole in the top of the tank. Now what I did was I have these magnets, 100-pound magnets, and I put 2 on the top, or 3 on the top actually, in a triangle, and then I put 1 on the bottom. So if any metal drops straight down in the tank, I want the metal to stay in one spot at the bottom of the tank. So when I get done drilling my hole, like I have, and then this thing fits down in there, of course, when you tighten this, of course this would be this way, but when you tighten this nut, what it does is it sandwiches this right here. It mushrooms this and sandwiches this whole piece between the gas tank and the bottom layer. That's all that does. It just sandwiches it, and it holds this right here. And there should be enough room on the top of this tank for me to put this up here, and we'll see. So hopefully we're good. If not, then I'll put some rubber grommets or something up here on the top of this to keep the tank from sitting up so high and leaving an open spot. But that's not a big deal. I can take care of that. If you ever had that problem, that's what you'd have to do. Put like some rubber stoppers. That would look like something like this here. That's all that would be. Something like, I'm not saying this, but I'm saying you put a rubber stopper up around the top of the tank, and it'll give you a little bit of room from the top of this to this. Of course, your fitting doesn't go in the top. This is just a nut that you tighten, like I said, and it sandwiches this in there. The fitting goes out of here and runs to the front of your car. So that's what that is. But yeah, guys, let me continue. But what I was saying about that the magnets is when you got the hole in there, you got your 3 magnets here, a magnet on the bottom. It holds the metal into one spot. So once you're done with this, you take a what do you call that? A magnetic rod or something, and you stick down there and you grab the metal that's sitting in one spot. You put it in that one spot. Then you remove your magnet on the bottom, and then the magnetic rod grabs the metal that's right there in that area, and you just pull it out. So that's how you do that, guys. That is how you get the metal from outside your tank when you're doing something like this. The magnet at the bottom is only to hold the metal in place when it drops down in there. That's it. And then you can remove all this stuff and finish the job. So here's what this looks like. Just take you an open-end wrench. You don't have to use an open-end. I did, because I don't have a wrench big enough to fit on here. It's either slightly too big or slightly too small. So I use an open-end. And of course I have my magnet up here just to keep, to hold the wrench. And you can put this on here and you can tighten it. Now that is a little tough to tighten by hand. You can do that. Or you can use a drill or an impact, and you can tighten it like that. Now I've already done it for the sake of the video. You just gotta tighten and you'll notice this fitting gets tight. And of course the bolt is not holding it. It just sandwiched that metal. So then the bolt will come out. This stopper goes in the top, and then your fitting goes right here. So that's how that works. And then your hose goes on your fitting. So Like I was saying, if you need room up here, a stopper would sit up here on top or whatever, and that would give you the space between the top of this and the bottom of your floorboard on your car. That's all that does. So hopefully that makes sense. Now guys, keep in mind, this is aluminum. It's billet aluminum. If you get the cranking and cranking and cranking on this thing too much, there's a strong possibility you can break something. You can break part of this, and now you're just screwed. Will it come out? Who knows? I don't know. I haven't broken one. I don't want you to break one. The other part of this is, if you over tighten this and you sandwich that too much in the bottom of there, there's a strong possibility you can create a leak. Now this is gonna turn just a little bit. If you put pressure on it, you can get it to turn. But that little washer that's on the bottom of there keeps it sealed. So turning is not a big issue. Just don't turn into King Kong and over crank this and then screw yourself by tightening that way too much. Keep that in mind. So here we go, guys. Now I got that tight. All I'm gonna do is take my stopper out of this side, take this out of the top of here, and this stopper goes in the top. Now I believe it has a fitting already on it, so you don't have to do anything with that there. That'll just go right on the top of there. That'll tighten and that'll keep you from leaking. So you guys don't have to really put anything on that one. And you'll be fine there. Let me grab my this here. There we go. Jump out of there, buddy. There. And then for my fitting here, I do use Permatex. And this right here will help with gasoline. Your sealant. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you do. Using my boy Joe's meta glasses again. Don't need a lot of this. You guys ain't gotta get crazy. Probably don't need any, but I'm using it anyway. Come on, come on. And you won't need a lot either. Stuff goes a long ways. I can clean it up once we on there. Don't worry about that part. And that's pretty much all it is, guys. That's it. That thing is very simple. So your Holley bypass regulator that routes fuel back to the rear of the car just goes right into this right here. It dumps the fuel down. So let me show you what this looks like down inside the tank right here. Hopefully you can see this. I don't know if you guys can see this. You know what? Let me try this another way. Let me take the glasses off and use the phone instead. Just a second, guys. Alright guys, so you see that? That's all it is. The hose just drops straight down in there and off to the side. You want to keep it below the fuel level. It looks like the tank that's nasty, but it's really not. Let me see if it will focus. Yeah, see? Let me see if I can get it to move. See, it's not really filthy down inside there. It just looks, I run a octane booster, VP octane booster down inside of my tank with my gasoline, just because to give me a little bit more octane, just in case, you know. Sometimes I run race gas, but no, that's what that looks like. It's just off to the side a little bit, so the gasoline that pours back into your fuel return just drops right down at the bottom. It's not just dropping down and splashing off the walls. So inside of that tank looks pretty good, huh guys? Yeah, of course I see a little rust up here. So I'll put something on this before I close this all back up. When I did the tank, I wasn't really worried about that. I thought I'd be able to take this off and redo it, but you can't take those off apparently. Alright guys, so if I'm seeing this right, I don't know if you can see it. But I think I see one pretty good sized piece of metal down inside there. Now I don't know if this glasses can catch it, but I can see it with my eyes, and the glasses are slightly to the side of my eyes. This is my little handy do dandy thing. Ooh, you know what? I'm not gonna use this one. I'm gonna use a different one because that right there has got some gunk on it. I don't want to put that in my tank. All right, so here we go. Got a new clean one. Let's try this again. I'm gonna try to reach my magnet at the same time. Maybe. Let me see. But I don't think you're gonna be able to see what I'm doing inside of here. There. Remove the magnet. Maybe if I can get my hands on it. There we go. See, did it happen? Did it happen? I'm just gonna move it around a little bit and see if I can grab anything else. It's down inside there. I don't know if you guys can see this. Go right down to the bottom, pick it up. All my little metal shavings. Look at that. That's how you do that, guys. Pretty nice and handy, ain't it? Now I'm gonna do this a couple more times, but that's how you get the metal out of your tank. All right, guys, there's time number 2. Pull some more metal out of the tank. Let me go down inside of there. I'm gonna keep doing it until I stop pulling metal out. All right, guys, and that's the 3rd time. Nothing came out on there. So, as you can see, I think we got all the metal out. That magnet on the bottom worked really damn good. Good to go, guys, good to go. Now I can put this thing back together. So here's what it looks like done, fellas. Don't look too bad. Sits right there. Yeah, so I don't think we're gonna have to mess with this at all. Putting the bushings up there on top of the tank, between the tank and the floor. I don't think we'll need to. That'll work just fine. So this return fitting is actually from Earls, but you can buy it through Holley or you can buy it straight from eBay. I just got it from Holley. So when I took that tank out, it was actually really nasty, and I decided I was going to put a new fuel sending unit in it, clean it up, and then I decided to paint it. So here I hit it with the POR 15. After the POR 15, then I decided to paint the bottom side of it. And this is what that looks like. See, the reason I decided to go with these 3 colors is because the black, the red, and that silver matches the scheme of the car. And as you can see, those wheels hit it right on the nail. So that's the reason I went that way. Now, since I had the tank off, why not go ahead and clean up the floorboard, clean up underneath the car, which that's what I'm going to be doing next. The project that I'm doing next is over the next few months. I'm going to be cleaning up the bottom side of this car. Tell me that don't look good. Looks amazing, don't it? I'm happy with it. Yes, sir. Tell me your thoughts, people.
I was still laying low from the heat. Me and Bone had our ear to the street. Word on it, Louis up on his feet, and he's selling a ring, so we tryna go meet. Obvious it cannot be us. IYK, I don't have to discuss. If you don't go back some parts, no time to catch up. It gotta be someone we trust. Gerald, truth be told, he really weird, but he calm as hell. And he's smart as well, never failed, could've went to Yale. For this situation, I don't know, I can't really tell. If them bullet shells get to flying, will he prevail? Then there's Susie, she's as gangsta could be. She like CC, she like LV, so she gon' charge a fee. She not scared of nothing, that man, she bout it, she gon' tweet. Give your family something to do by the end of the week. We chose both, didn't pay Gerald, but we sure paid Susie. Scheduled a meet up with Louis. Bought a briefcase, fake bill. top notch.